Good morning. It's Joe here from Ignition Diecast with my coffee, and we're going to talk about some cars like we do pretty much every morning. And some people seem to be cool with that, so I appreciate you watching. I was where was I? On Instagram this morning. I saw this video about a McMurtry Sperling car, and it's an electric track car that has two fans that suck it to the ground. So it has downforce even when it's not moving. So when it is moving and those fans are really pulling it down, that thing corners like nothing, like a superhero car. And it really overcomes the problem with electric cars because they have so much instantaneous torque that their weight and the rubber wheels adhesion to the asphalt is a problem. So if you have downforce starting out, it kind of overcomes that. And the 0 to 60 time is like 1.38 seconds, which I have a hard time even imagining what that would feel like. It'd be like taking off in a jet, I guess. I have ridden in a Tesla, which has pretty amazing, pulls you back in your seat. You're experiencing G-forces, but one of these McMurtry Sperlings floored in F1 mode is hard to imagine. The 0 to 60, or I mean, the 0 to 100 time is pretty incredible too, but it's hard to imagine. And maybe someday we'll have a chance to sit in one of those and try it out. The question though is, in my mind, is Hot Wheels or Matchbox going to make one of these? There doesn't seem to be any plan at the moment. There's some chatter on the internet about people have mocked up like images of what it would look like if there was a die-cast Sperling, but it probably will happen. I would imagine that Hot Wheels or Matchbox will tackle that in 2026 if they don't do it this year. I think this year is probably already mapped out, but maybe next year we'll get one. So check out the video. I think the British car show, whatever, did a test drive of it. So that's pretty interesting to watch too. It tells you more about the car. So for diecast, for toy cars, I'm going to open these three for the archive. I kept one of these because I'm a C10 nut, and I do collect Big Air Bel Airs, so I kept one of those. I'm not a Bentley guy, but that is a very cool car. And have not seen one in the wild yet. This one came from a case. And I don't think Bentleys are huge in America. They're more of a European, UK thing. But that livery, that paint is just incredible. Makes me want to collect Bentleys. We've got a couple of them around here, but I think this is a debut. Doesn't say new for 2025, but maybe it's just a paint job. What is this even called anyway? It's a 2019 Bentley Continental GT3. So no, I don't think this is the first time this has been cast. It's just a new paint job. So that's going to the archive. The black Chevy C10, a 67, to be specific. Can someone tell me what's significant about the 67 Chevy C10? Trivia, anyone? I grabbed one of these a long time ago. And there it is. I like those wheels. Gray bottom, white interior because they made the white bumper, whatever. It would be much cooler if this was black and the interior was black and that was black, but that's just me. These are toys meant for kids after all, right? And then thirdly, the Big Air Bel Air, which there's a whole bunch of these. I have a box of them. I think I have about 16 of these at this point. And here is a red one in the main line. There was a premium in the off-road series, I guess, in like seafoam green. This is, I would have freaked out to have a Hot Wheels car like this when I was a kid. We've become pretty jaded. Find a bunch of criticism, like I'm sure some people don't like the gray and whatever, but I mean, objectively speaking, if this was the 80s, this would be to die for. And then, what about the Team Transports? We totally forgot about those, and no one's really buying this release. I guess people are pretty unenthusiastic about it. It came with the Audi and the Fleet Flyer, the DeLorean with the Rally Hauler, and this one, the Toyota Soarer, with the Kusoku Hauler, which I think they've done before, but never seen it. Japanese. Got a little bit of that going on down there. But yeah, Ignition hasn't really sold any of these, so unless Hot Wheels kicks it up and people get more excited about these, I don't think I'm going to bother stocking them anymore because nobody really buys them. I collect them, and I know it's not priced because these are like $27 on eBay, and most of the distributors that you check, they're charging like $25, only charging $18. Like literally, Ignition only makes like $2 on these things because it's a hobby business, not a I have to pay my bills and make my PC Cruiser payment type of business. I think what killed this set, this round of Team Transports, is all the cars have been released before. There's no real car that anyone is super excited about. Lots of plastic. So there's the Kusoku Hauler and the Toyota Soarer, which has been released, I guess, in the Boulevard series. Get rid of that plastic. Here's the Soarer. I might keep that in my Toyota box. I actually don't have one of the Soarers from before. Ready for track. And the whole rig and car are pretty heavy together. The car's nice and satisfyingly heavy. So maybe if you get the other Soarer, you could have like a stock one and the race one. I assume this is track prep because it's on a hauler. Maybe it's just going to a dealership. Who knows? But there's the third in this series that nobody seems to care about. And that's it for Cars and Coffee. Talk to you Wednesday.